Alright, let me chime in with my 2 cents, right? As if anybody really need it, but I was listening to 78 Fight News. Sure enough, shit that I've been saying, you know, shit that he been saying, a whole bunch of people been saying about that fucking outfit that the guy Tim Bradley fights, he was fighting for. It was surprising when I found out that Tim Bradley was signing with him. You know, I was a little shocked and also a little disappointed. But at the time when Tim Bradley had turned down the Amir Khan fight, and Amir Khan was bending over backwards trying to make that fight, and Bradley just kept, you know, turning away from it. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? But now we all know exactly what he was doing now. Somebody had put the bug in his ear already. Look, man, this was gonna happen. This was what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And as crazy as we all thought that shit was back then, it makes all the calculated sense now. All the calculated sense that we could not foresee because we had no knowledge of what the fuck was going to go on. But now we know. So when Tim Bradley's last fight that just happened this past weekend was announced, I don't know how anybody was really surprised. How did folks not see the writing on the wall? Like 78 said, if I fucking knew, how the fuck everybody else couldn't see this shit? You know? I have been telling people this same shit, you know what I'm saying? That's why I have been making any videos for a while, man. So sick of this shit, so fed up, man. It just, if I could predict some shit, you know what I'm saying, this crazy, this way ahead of the game, how the fuck can people who so-called experts couldn't see this shit? You know? People who big time fans of the guy that Tim Bradley was fighting couldn't see this shit. How could they not see this shit? And don't think the guy that Tim Bradley fought didn't know about it, man. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know how, like, you know, it's almost like a dude who's, you know, cheating on this girl or whatever and shit. And he finally had one of those patches and shit in his life where, like, the girl threatened to tell his wife or some shit, or his girl or whatever. And, you know, he kind of get into it with the girl he been cheating with. So finally one day he said, you know what, fuck this shit, man. I'm going to stop. I'm going to do right. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I ain't going to do this shit no more. But he don't tell this girl that he been cheating the whole time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to tell this girl he been fucking this girl for the last 4 months. But he just decided he going to try and straighten up and fly straight. But then what usually happens is, for some reason, some bullshit pop up, something that happens that gives her, his girl or wife, the inclination that he had been doing some shit, you know? And you're thinking to yourself, damn, just when I tried to, you know, straighten up and do it right, do it the right way, this shit happens. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what happened to the guy that Tim Bradley fought, you know? He trying to straighten up, fly right now. But now it's too late. You too deep in it. You know what I'm saying? And the fucked up shit gonna come out sooner or later. And it's probably getting ready to come out now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, more power to Tim Bradley. I hope shit work out for him. I hope he ain't got no long-term deal with that outfit he with. You know, the organized crime and shit. But, you know, sometimes you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta dwell among sinners to be heard. You know, if you're a preacher or whatever the case may be. Sometimes it's just how it is, you know? And maybe that's how it is for Tim Bradley, you know? Because at one point in time, he was like one of the guys that I rooted for, you know? I like that guy. But then when I found out that he was getting a new promoter, he was ditching Gary Shaw. It's like, what the fuck is this dude doing? You know what I'm saying? Is he fucking trying to go to jail or something? But, you know, he'll be the first person to steal something, you know. And I myself, I'm gonna tell you right now, I didn't see the fight. I didn't see it, I didn't watch it, I didn't stream it, none of that shit. You know? I figured that I'd catch it when I get ready to watch this Andy Lee Chavez Jr. fight. You know, I gotta support Andy Lee, hometown boy from Detroit. So I'm definitely watching that fight. So I guess I'll catch Tim Bradley's last fight when I see it. You know what I mean?